What is up? What is up? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. It's that time of year again. 'Tis the season. It's December. It's the December podcast. I know. December 30th. But here we go. So, if you've been just checking in with me, I've been in Jamaica for a little while. Had some family events I had to come out to if you've been chipping in, taking a look at life. So my uncle celebrated a big birthday, my aunt got married, and then recently my mom got married too. And it's just been nice just to get away, relax, and really reflect on this year, reflect on the now, reflect on where I was last year this time. Can you imagine that 2018 is coming to a close? We have a saying here in Jamaica, and it goes a little like this. By the time you quint it done. By the time you quint it done. Pretty much meaning that by the time you blink your eyes, you would have missed it. The year 2018, I'm sorry to tell you, well, it done. It just gone. But really, when you look back on your 2018, was it all that you expected it to be? Was it more than you expected? Did you accomplish what you set out to do this year? I know some of you are probably listening like, this year just needs to end already. I'm so ready for 2019. That's going to be my year. Like, I'm done. Forget 2018. Can't wait to be out with the old and then in with the new. But this is a no negative energy zone, loves. So what I really want you to do is reflect on what did happen in 2018 opposed to what didn't happen. Think of that milestone that you did hit. Think of that, well, not that, but think of all those unexpected blessings that you did receive this year. Because by spending time reflecting on the negative, I am very sad to tell you, but you're 90% more likely to carry that negative energy into your New Year's. When I look back on my 2018 year, I am grateful for it. This year showed me that anything you work and wait for is attainable. I was able to obtain my undergrad degree with an honors concentration in entrepreneurship. I've been able to test my gifts, you would say, and I've been able to grow them as well. I became closer with my older sisters, which was a blessing in itself. Able to see my mom 3 times in 1 year, which has been possible for the past 17 years. Grateful and thankful to not be unemployed. Able to work, make a living for myself, and pay back this OSAP. I am also grateful to be in good health by the grace of God, and also by His grace, I'm in a healthy relationship and in a way better state of mind. Because honestly, if you asked me last year, I would have told you that this was not going to happen. 2018 was a year of growth, which I am so thankful for. Which, honestly, when I think about it, I feel like every year should be like this. Because if you're in the same place this year as you were last year, well, I don't know. Really don't know what to tell you. Like, I feel like you always have to keep leveling up. Whether it be in your finances, whether it be in knowledge, whether it be in the gym, whether it be at leveling up with a talent. For me, leveling up in my natural hair journey, just little experiences in life. It just helps you constantly grow, and it helps you to do better. But if I'm also honest with you, not everything this year was all sparkles and gumdrops, like it may have seemed to be. I really think that the year of 2018 was one of the most difficult ones for me. When I look back at last December, after my finals, my first semester finals were finally finished. And I even finished school like the first week of December. December 3rd, I was done. I had like a 4-week Christmas break. My friends were still writing exams. And you think I'd be excited to be finished school? You think I'd be happy to be on my break? I actually only felt exhaustion. All I could think about was the stresses of the school term so far, both academically and just with life in general. I remember falling to my knees with tears running down my face. For the first time of 2017, I actually stopped. Like, my friends, my family, they know that year was just go, go, go. From one area to the next and just boom, 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 just doing stuff. I don't think I really rested. Like, my dad would always say to me, I need to get rest. I need to rest my body. Jamaican parents, you always have to get rest. But I didn't really get that. And for the first time the whole year, I stopped. I took a break. And in that break, I actually became more overwhelmed and anxious. In my tears looking back, I realized I really was not happy with where I was in my life. I wasn't happy with certain individuals I surrounded myself with, ones who made me feel worthless and devalued. I wasn't satisfied, believe it or not. I was not satisfied with my own outer appearance. I wasn't satisfied with the lack of communication. I wasn't satisfied with the communication between myself and some of the most important people in my life. And I was fed up with being taken for granted by people who claimed to care. In that moment, I reflected on my circles, my friends, the path that I was currently on, and where I was picturing myself in the next few years. I really thought that life could only get worse from here on out. I thought I was going to end up on this continuous cycle of just being hurt. And this feeling continued for a couple weeks and it's crazy because I became really good at hiding it. If you know me, I'm always smiling and always trying to be happy. I just want to, spread that happiness, spread it wherever I go. And I was so used to just running around in my day-to-day life and smiling and getting through every day that I didn't truly realize the pain I was feeling. But I'm so thankful and grateful for those who knew me better than I knew myself. Those who could see past my smiling and happy illusions. The ones who took notice that everything I said was okay, sometimes really wasn't. I'm forever grateful for true friends who made an effort to get me to talk and then listen to what I had to say. Ones who sympathized with me, showed me empathy, and helped me open my eyes and regain my focus and regain my footing. After feeling a bit better and more like myself, I vowed that I was not going to allow myself to get into that slump again. I told myself that 2018 was going to be that year I brought myself up. The year I sat back and reflected and made the necessary changes to ensure I had more highs in life than I had lows. I am forever grateful for those who kept the same energy and helped brighten my days and stuck with me through this journey of finding myself. What 2018 taught me was how important it is to first love myself. How important it is to walk away from anything or anyone that does not benefit me. 2018 was a major comeback when I thought it was all going to crumble around me. This year was the year I really grew with myself. It began with having to have willpower to make that decision to be happy. Started with forcing myself to put myself first. It then moved to being around those that had that same energy. People who were strong-willed, people who had dreams and visions, being in circles that supported each other because they realized that there's room at the table for all. And in realizing that, they supported and pushed one another. 2018 taught me that I am deserving of all that this life has to offer. That there's nothing in this world that I cannot have. No matter what my past was like, that should not take away from me having a future. In this year, I have learned to count my blessings and give thanks for what I have while working towards what I don't have as yet. This year had its challenges, and trust me, my journey of finding myself is far from over. But I have to have that willpower to be happy. There are times where I went back to those nights of just wanting to lock myself away. Some nights of tears, confusion, and not being satisfied with the progress that I did make. But the difference with the times that happened this year and the difference in comparison to the December prior was that I was ready to embrace my downfalls and the low times, to learn from them and continue on my growth and on my journey. Just like in the Overcoming Your Challenges podcast, the hurdles in life, they will come, but it's how you use those hurdles. It's how you get over them, to learn from them and to grow from them. I realized in 2018 that the key to anything I want, and even the key to anything you want in this life, starts and ends with us. We hold that key. We each hold that key to our lives. And it all starts with your mindset and the ability to push yourself and realize that you are worth something. For once you have recognized what you're worth, no one can take that from you. You begin to do and accomplish things you never thought were possible. You begin to achieve growth by testing your abilities, because why? You already know what you're worth. You already know what it is that you can do. So you push yourself to that extra step. In 2019, I want you to go for everything you've ever wanted in life. But before you do that, I want you to reflect. Truly sit back and reflect. Don't just say out with the old and in with the new and just move on without truly sitting down and seeing what you did this year, seeing where you want to go, for wanting to make that decision for yourself and making that next step. In the year of 2019, be that change you really want to see in this world. And more importantly, be that change you want to see in your life. Remember, the race is not for the swift, it's for those who can endure it. When life gets you down, when the walls are crumbling in around you, sometimes you've just got to let them fall. Let them fall to be built up stronger and better than it has ever been. Happy New Year from your girl Lady T. I hope you all enjoyed my reflection and you gained something from my own experience, because that's truly what I want Sip of Tea to be. Me sharing my experience with you, so that maybe if you're going through it, you have someone that you know is going through it as well. Or you simply just want to learn and grow with yourself and be here for the journey. 2019 is going to be an amazing year for everyone. Trust me, I feel it, because I'm all about energy. And it's going to be great. Just keep the same energy all year round that you start your January with. And I'll be back for your January motivation. Again, cheers to 2019.